First off, I realized we forgot a Mr.
There
Beast
are
video.
only a handful of places left on Earth where humans and animals live in complete harmony.
My house. My house. We live in harmony in my house. Your video loud.
In the heart of Africa, in Kenya, lies the Masai Mara.
What's that?
I came here 1 year ago while building 100 wells throughout Africa, where I met the Maasai tribe, an ancient nomadic group that have preserved their culture and way of living for centuries. But just like we see in other places across the globe, greed and human ignorance pose the biggest threat to the natural world.
Animals find their habitat threatened by human
Monkey.
activities.
Yo, that monkey is battling the fucking machine. Planet of the Apes right here, bro. Look at him. Like, get off my tree, bro. That's emotional.
Every corner of the globe. This threatens everyone. 1 million animals around the world are now at risk of extinction.
Shit.
But there is a glimmer of hope. This is the Masai Mara Wildlife
This is the
Conservancy.
Mr. Beast hunting squad. We go around and we kill anybody that tries to kill an animal. Sponsored by Mr. Beast Philanthropy.
Association, a group of local Maasai people that are doing everything they can to preserve what's left through a combination of traditional methods and modern day techniques like data science and analysis.
And
Breeding
AK-47s.
poaching almost entirely and protecting the remaining natural resources. But there are now more pressing challenges being faced that nobody is talking about. So Dan and Dan went back to the Masai Mara to see
happened?
how
Earthquake?
we can further help this community. And not far from the campsite, Dan and Darren came across something extraordinary. This is Elizabeth, one of the
Damn.
endangered white rhinos the rangers protect.
What a beautiful animal.
You need to get a second one so they make babies.
The power.
Protecting one rhino is inevitable.
27 years.
Would be a loss.
These animals.
Yeah.
So they're like children to you.
Yes.
These rangers work day and night to ensure the protection of these endangered animals. And because they are
Bro, I know Mr. Beast is getting canceled right now and everything, but I'm a Mr. Beast stan, bro. I support
When we arrived at
breasts,
the
Mr.
campsite,
Breasts.
we met with Daniel, the CEO of the Maasai Conservancies, to find out what other challenges they are facing.
If you look at the last 40 years, scientific information shows a decline of wildlife numbers and nearly 40% of the wildlife
Bro,
lost.
those
This
are
was
real?
as a result of habitat
I thought those were just in
destructions in
movies.
particular.
Those
The
tall things.
downfall in the Mara all
Those are
started
real?
60 years ago when the land was divided and given to the Maasai people for private ownership. This led to investors buying the land for development and exploitation of resources. Many Maasai had no choice but to accept the money, abandoning their ancestral heritage and putting the habitat that millions of Maasai and animals rely on at risk of being destroyed. To combat this problem, the conservancies came up with a plan to incentivize landowners to lease their land to the Maasai Conservancy in return for a monthly payment so that they could preserve their territory and traditions.
Smart.
This idea of conservation
But that's just like,
is just
where are they getting that?
strengthening our
Where are they getting that money from? They're not
relationship
making
with
profit
wildlife
off of
and
anything.
nature. That those people who are considered as custodians of wild animals are now benefiting.
In the last 18 years, more than 24 conservancies have been formed in the Masai Mara, allowing for the Maasai tribe and wildlife to flourish.
Yo, look at that guy. He's
But
just
Tarn,
chilling.
The lead project manager for the conservancy told us that natural disasters and weather events like climate change have proven to be the biggest problem that the Maasai now faces.
Damn.
Sadly, we've had some really unexpected weather events. We've had massive flooding events. We've lost property in the form of tourism camps. And more importantly, we've lost lives from some of the rangers who work out here to protect this valuable ecosystem.
Bro.
We've seen quite devastating floods. As they are coming back from their normal patrols, they found that water level has risen in the river. So they were actually trying to cross. The vehicles was toppled over by the strong currents of the water. And
Why would you drive
out of
through the
7
river
rangers,
that's
2 rangers
going in a
lost their
flood
lives.
right now?
They lost their lives.
Just go to high
in
ground and wait it out.
Protecting our precious
On the other side of the river.
resources. We're trying to find a way to support the affected families.
Both rangers had large families who they provided for on a daily basis. And their
Damn.
tragic death has now left the families without a source of income.
Hopefully in the future, we can have an alert system to avoid these sorts of tragedies ever happening again.
One way the
Damn.
conservancies are looking to combat this problem is through the installation of weather stations.
Weather stations are crucial for doing the ecosystem
Bro, that fence
monitoring work and
isn't even
ultimately being
taller
able
than the
to
human
make
body, and they're
informed
freaking locking
ecosystem
it. Like, that's
management
gonna stop
decisions
anybody.
that go into the conservation.
Like, anybody that wants to
Another
fucking hate,
struggle is
like,
the
wants to,
complete lack of
doesn't
electricity
like the
at
weather,
ranger base camps,
they could break that
which
easily.
makes basic tasks like charging a flashlight and powering the current weather stations extremely difficult.
This all goes into form
They
the
need more solar
backbone
panels.
infrastructure that these rangers
Beast,
need
give them
to
some
be
solar
able to do
panels.
effective ecosystem monitoring and ecosystem management work. And that's been a big shift in how conservation has worked in this landscape over the past 20 years.
It feels like we're at an inflection point in time right now, and if we don't do something about this, it may be lost forever.
We want to do
No,
everything
Doobie,
we
don't
can
go.
to make a long-lasting impact on the conservation in the Masai Mara. So Darren met up with Michelle, the president from our long-term partners Give.
We watching a new Mr.Beast video. Or not even new, I guess. The 7-day-old Mr.Beast philanthropy video. But it's actually a good video.
Power. They have been working with the conservancies in generating clean energy for
Do
the
you
rangers.
think Mr.Beast is canceled or not?
Give Power will be supplying the whole ranger station with clean energy to give light at night. And most
Hey!
importantly, power the
What would I say, Mr.Beast solar panels?
stations and sensors to predict environmental changes and events to protect the Maasai people. And furthermore, expand the protected Masai Mara area.
Are you the Rizzler? I can never say I'm the Rizzler. Because the Rizzler himself from the Costco guys, he has like an immense aura. And it's gonna take some time, but it's the goal. It's the goal.
So I got very excited about
Thanks,
the
Scribbles.
opportunity to bring power to some of these ranger stations. We also got the opportunity to create a digital connection to be able to transmit important information
Yo.
that they gather in the field to a system that would allow us to start creating carbon credits.
Carbon credits are bought by companies to offset their carbon footprint and allows them to release a certain amount of greenhouse gases. If the Conservancy gets additional weather stations, they will be able to sell the carbon credits to companies that need it in order to continually expand and protect the Masai Mara. In addition to the 7 weather stations and solar grids that we installed, Darren is just about to surprise Daniel with even more.
Daniel, we're going to pay for 5 more weather stations.
I have no words to express gratitude and the Mara community I'm speaking on their behalf.
Yo, look at those
Thousands and
tattoos.
thousands of those
That's how many.
and the Mara community I'm speaking
That's how
on
many
their
people this guy's killed.
behalf. Thousands and thousands of those landowners who are not here. They are gonna be very, very happy.
Thanks to all the work that has been done on this project, this will make it possible for the rangers to be well equipped for their fight to protect the wildlife. The Conservancy
Mr. Beast needs to build bunkers for people. I swear to God.
Their own income from the carbon project.
That's the video
will
he's
allow for
missing.
enough funds to lease out more lands. That will provide
I built
larger
bunkers
areas
for every
wildlife to
country
thrive, as well as offer
for the
Maasai
nuclear-
people the opportunity
upcoming
to
nuclear
live as they have
disaster.
done for centuries.
We're also ensuring that the new generations will have to continue on what we have started, because it is also actually changing their livelihoods. It is actually providing income to thousands and thousands of households. It's a blessing to us.
Even after our donation and Daniel's immense gratitude for this to all become a reality, the Masai Mara still needs an additional 5 weather and power stations, which totals to the
Damn.
amount of $100,000. And that is
Bro.
where we need your help. So please click the donate button.
Mr.
below.
Beast, bro, that's
Every
light
single
work, bro.
dollar makes a difference.
Just donate to yourself.
Before Dan and Darren
And it'll
left,
make you
we
look
went to
better
visit
right now.
the families that lost husbands and fathers in the massive flooding. Daniel then explained that Beast Philanthropy will be donating enough money to cover their living expenses for an entire year, lifting this massive financial burden off their shoulders. The Rangers paid the ultimate sacrifice to protect and preserve this land. It's extremely
Thank you,
important
Rangers.
that we all do what we can to support the organizations making a massive change in the Mara.
We have a short opportunity to take action and do something about it before it's too late.
It's thanks to all of you watching and donating that we can do projects like this with organizations that are protecting our planet and its nature. So again, please click the donation button so that we can hit our goal of $100,000 to complete this project.
They're already at 100,000. 100,000. 100,000. 100,000. 100,000. 100,000. 100,000. 100,000. 100,000. 100,000. 100,000. 100,000. 100,000. 100,000. 100,000. 100,000. 100,000. 100,000. 100,000. 100,000. 100,000. 100,000. 100,000. 100,000. 100,000. 100,000. 100,000. 100,000. 100,000. 100,000. 100,000. 100,000. 100,000. 100,000. 100,000. 100,000. 100,000. 100,000. 100,000. 100,000. 100,000. 100,000. 100,000. 100,000. 100,000. 100,000. 100,000. 100,000. 100,000. 100,000. 100,000 Nah, they're gonna hit that goal in like 10 days. Easy. Like, people can't hate on Mr. Beast when he does shit like that, bro. Like, Mr. Beast is such a good guy. Good guy Beast.